Vorige week vroegen we jullie om jullie vragen in te sturen naar Robert Bowling van Infinity Ward. En hij zit nu naast me om ze te beantwoorden. Hi Robert.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, we'll just start off. Well, we have a different forum today. We have categorized your questions, and basically we mixed them with some of ours. And basically, the green cards are the Modern Warfare related questions.
Right.
We have red cards, which are the hard questions, which you probably hate answering, and I'll probably don't like asking them. Well, and these are the silly questions. Well, we'll start off with the green cards. So you grab one, and
all right,
we'll see.
Let's see here. Let's grab this one.
Yeah.
Safan asks, sniping was pretty easy in Modern Warfare 2 in my opinion. Treyarch really hit the sweet spot with the sniping in Black Ops. What feel would the sniper rifles in Modern Warfare 3 have? Will they be similar to the sniper rifles in Black Ops? Well, you know, we go back every time we design a game and really look at, you know, how are we going to rebalance the weapons, balance it out to the new weapons coming in, the new abilities you have. You know, everything in multiplayer that you add changes the dynamics of it. I will say in Modern Warfare 3, we have quick scoping that we had from MW2, which, you know, I know the fans know what that means, of the ability to easily get a target before without hard scoping. So that is coming back, but we've done a lot of work in balancing, you know, snipers as well as, you know, all the other classes of weapons. But quick scoping is definitely coming back, which I think is a root of what that question is.
Yeah, yeah. I think we have another question in there about quick scoping, but well, we'll cancel that one. Well, let's continue. Well, let's go with blue.
Blue. Blue is the... What in Battlefield 3 makes you go, I wish I thought of that?
Well, what?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know, really. I mean, the guys at DICE are so good at what they do, you know? Like, they're constantly doing things that are awesome. I don't know if I could ever pinpoint one thing about their games that I'm like, oh, yeah, I wish we did, you know? But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they consistently do good work.
How do you, are you ever like, do you ever go and sit with your team and go like, okay, we saw this new thing, like in Battlefield 3 or whatever, or maybe an Activision game or whatever, and go like, maybe we can learn something from this, or maybe we can take something out of this and use it in our game?
We take it, yeah. I mean, in development, you take inspiration from everywhere. I mean, other mediums, other games, and you're really pulling. And I think that's when all the really great stuff comes together, especially when you're going outside of genre. Like, I mean, you know, speaking about Call of Duty 4, you know, we brought in like all these RPG, all these MMO elements, and, you know, bringing in XP, progressive ranking, custom classes, perks that change your ability. It's that type of inspiration that really starts changing the landscape of other genres. So yeah, I mean, definitely, it's always great to look at what everybody else is doing, because what's fantastic is every developer has its own personality and style, and it's about like doing it in your style. Because if you look at Modern Warfare 3, we're adding Spec Ops Survival Mode, which is our new infinite wave-based mode. But, you know, at its core, infinite wave-based mode is a very classic game type that's been in games for a long time. Yeah. But now we're doing the Modern Warfare twist on it. You know, we're bringing in all the stuff people love from multiplayer, like progressive ranking, matchmaking, kill streaks, unlocks, and it completely changes the experience. So I think it's great to do that stuff.
Cool. Well, let's continue. We'll do a red card. Yeah.
Red, the hard questions.
Yup.
Alienator, spelled as you would expect with numbers.
It's the internet. We can't help that.
How did you motivate yourself to keep on going after all that happened with Infinity Ward last year? It's a pretty good question. You know, after everything that happened at Infinity Ward, it was all about, you know, coming out, and especially coming out of Modern Warfare 2, we had a big vision for what we wanted to see in Modern Warfare 3. There's tons of stuff we wanted to add, a lot of stuff we wanted to do with the multiplayer, especially with all the feedback we got from MW2. So there's so much more, and as a fan who actually plays the game and loves the game, I wanted to see that be made. I wanted to see those additions and those improvements be made. So that's where I came from a personal standpoint, was I was extremely passionate about making Modern Warfare 3. There's a lot that I wanted to see done. So that was the motivation for me, as, you know, selfishly, as a gamer, I wanted to play that game because I still play Modern Warfare 2, and I agree with a lot of feedback from it of like directions we could go into. And from a team standpoint, we had a lot of other people who have been with us since the beginning of Modern Warfare as well, who had that same vision. So it was all about sitting back and being motivated by that to execute on it.
Okay, well that seems like something hard, you know, to get back on track and keep the team passionate about what you're trying to accomplish. But what personally do you think that is now in the game in Modern Warfare 3 that you're really passionate about yourself?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be quick skipping for me because I don't snipe. I'm horrible at it. I'm much more of an assault class, like Scar H sort of dude.
Oh,
but
okay.
but for me, you know, what I'm really passionate about, what the team's doing is, you know, taking just the route multiplayer is taking in general, and I can't dive into detail on that, but just the philosophy that we're taking with multiplayer, really building up from the Call of Duty 4 style, and taking what we loved from MW2, and then losing the stuff that, you know, maybe went too far, and really focusing it back on that very fast-paced gun on gun. You know, it's you and your gun that's making the difference, but by far, my favorite thing in Modern Warfare 3 right now that I am loving is the Spec Ops Survival Mode, because it's probably the freshest thing in Modern Warfare 3 that it's experiences you've never had before.
Yeah, it's completely new, right?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll go on with the questions.
Cool.
Will you take one from the green one? Yeah. Oh, that's a long one.
Stefan, again, says, you said MW3 will be more like the first Modern Warfare. How did he know I just said that?
Well, it's crazy.
He's
It's
amazing.
magic. It is magic.
Does that mean Modern Warfare 3 has less kill streaks? And does this also mean their role in multiplayer will be somewhat smaller? I wouldn't. I can't answer that question fully, but but you're right that like I said, the multiplayer has been taking a much more Call of Duty 4 style, and when I say that, it's about in reference to kill streaks, like he was asking. Modern Warfare 2 added a bunch of new kill streaks, and because of that, the type of gameplay style changed to be very reliant on those kill streaks.
Yeah.
There's always something in the air.
And you saw a lot of people camping, you know, just waiting for their, their helicopter or their.
Right. Yeah. The mentality of the player and the gameplay style changed because of that.
Yeah.
And in Modern Warfare 3, what we're looking at is really pulling it back to be more based on you, your loadout, your gun. It's your tactics that are going to win you the match, and you use air support in the way that it's intended, as a support to make you a better player, not a replacement to you being a better player. In addition to giving you much more control over, you're the ones getting your kills, opposed to, a fire and forget type of thing. And then more importantly than that, we've revamped the entire way the kill streak system works. And I can't go into detail yet, but I mean, the general philosophy is, in the past, the kill streak system is inherently all about the rich get richer. Of like, you're good at getting kills, so we're going to give you something that gives you more kills, where it should be much more about rewarding any sort of play style, rather than just focused on, oh, I'm getting a lot of kills.
Yeah, but when you do that, aren't you afraid that was criticism on Modern Warfare 2, the multiplayer, was that players that weren't that good, but were just on a lucky streak, they could throw out a care package and have a really powerful kill streak and still end on top of the game. Is that something you'd say you'd want to happen in Modern Warfare 3 also?
I'd say it's all about balancing out what the available kill streaks are and how they're available. But I can't really answer that question without diving into the details of how the new system works, which I can't do right now.
Do yet.
Okay. But no, I agree. We're definitely on the same track in terms of thinking.
Can we go with green again?
We will go.
Or shall we go with blue?
Let's go blue.
Let's go blue. Let's do it.
Let's counterclockwise it. What do you dislike in the average Modern Warfare fan? That is a negative question. How could I dislike anything in a Modern Warfare fan?
Yeah. You love them all, don't you?
The thing is, like, what is the average Modern Warfare fan? I think there's perspectives of what a Modern Warfare fan is, but we have 30 million people online who play our game. That means that the spectrum of tastes and style of player is so different, And I think what I would love is if we could find ways to really appreciate each other's styles, you know, because you have the super competitive multiplayer guys, and then you have the casual just for fun guys. And what we've been doing in Modern Warfare 3 is really putting a lot of work into allowing you to customize your experience to have fun the way you want to have fun, so that the casual just for fun guy can enjoy the game without hindering the competitive guy. So yeah.
Cool. Well, then we'll go with green.
Why is stopping power no longer a choosable perk in Modern Warfare 3? So it's a good question because, you know, because I announced at one point that, you know, stopping power isn't a perk in Modern Warfare 3.
No.
Neither is Commando or One Man Army or Last Stand.
Yeah. By the way, stopping power is that your bullets hit harder, right?
Yeah, there's more bullet damage.
Yeah.
It's stopping power. So, you know, so I announced that there was no stopping power, no blah, blah, blah in Modern Warfare 3. But out of context, you could think, oh, so now the weapons are weak because I don't have stopping power. But the philosophy behind it really is you should never have to rely on a single perk to have a stronger weapon. So, you know, weapon balance in Modern Warfare 3 is, you know, is revamped based on every decision that you make. So Modern Warfare 3 is all about having that very fast, intense combat. So you have powerful weapons. And then there's other ways that you can really customize your experience. So you're not always reliant, because the inherent problem with stopping power in previous games is it's a perk everyone loved. And everyone loved it because you felt like you needed to have it to compete.
Yeah.
And you should never have to kill off a perk slot and not get to enjoy the other perks because you feel like you have to have another one. That should be handled in weapon balancing, and that's what we're doing in Modern Warfare 3.
Cool. Well, we have one more to go, and so let's go with red, right?
Red. One more?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see.
The hardest category. Hardest.
Infinity Ward turned a lot of heads with the airport scene in Modern Warfare 2. What have you learned from that? How do you look back at that particular scene? I think that particular scene worked great in Modern Warfare 2 for what it was looking to accomplish. It was done for a very specific reason, and that was to really solidify the type of character that Makarov is, the type of bad guy that you're dealing with. So it was really a story element more than anything. And then, of course, we go in and make it good gameplay in the later half. But first and foremost, it was about pushing the story forward of this is the type of enemy Makarov is, and this is the type of extremes that he's willing to go to get his point across. So, I mean, moving forward, it doesn't really apply because you always let the story really dictate anything. You never go into a game saying, we're going to design a shocking scene or we're going to design a controversial scene. You're like, we want to design definitely powerful and impactful moments, but you let the story dictate what those moments are.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited, you know. Game's coming out in November.
Yep, November 8th.
Yep. And, well, thank you for coming. Thank you for answering our users' question.
Yeah, thanks.
En, well, jullie bedankt voor het kijken natuurlijk. En hopelijk tot de volgende keer weer.